If you don't like it, send it back and owe nothing. You get it all for $19.99. Call now.
To order, call 1-800-901-7431. That's 1-800-901-7431. Or go online at beactivebrace.com. Call or click today.
I'm fired up, and we haven't even had a pitch. Jose Altuve, maybe MVP in the league. He lays into this one. Back it goes to left center field. Back, way up there. It is two. It is gone. 5'6". Jose Altuve hit it over 400 feet. Now Jose Altuve with a long drive to left center field. Back. Gone again. Second of the game for Altuve. 5-2, Houston. He's certainly come out like an MVP right here when this team needs him. 5'6", hitting like 6'6". And wait a minute, he may have one to left field again. Back. Gone. Fire up the train. What a footprint Altuve has put on this thing. It's 8-2 on 3 solo, no doubt. The lid lifter, he's taking the lid off.
I'm driving to work listening to Boom on the radio.
How good is it to hear Chris?
It was so great. So we have the 2 NES Games Thursday. We got those 2 Friday. What's going on the National League side?
You're going to be on the road, right?
Yeah, I'm going to be on the road, man. I'm going to be on the road.
We got Dodgers and Diamondbacks.
Okay.
All right. You're not going to be doing any highlights.
No.
That's okay. Dodgers and Diamondbacks, and then we got the Cubs and the Nationals. Are you going to watch at least?
Well, hopefully if I figure out the app. I can figure out the app.
If you're on the plane and they have Wi-Fi, you can use the app. Okay.
Boom.
All right. For a look at those 2 National League series, let's check in with Carl Ravitch.
National League Division Series takes center stage on Friday. David Ross, Carl Ravitch. Let's start with the game within a game because you have 2 good pitchers, Strasburg and Kyle Hendricks. You caught Kyle Hendricks. He's going to deal with Bryce Harper. Best game plan for Harper is what?
Well, when I'm creating a scouting report against a hitter, I think about how aggressive is he, how I'm going to get him out in the middle, and how I'm going to put him away if I do get ahead of him. First of all, he's very, very aggressive. 37% swing rate on first pitch fastballs. He's hitting 421, so I really need to slow him down. Kyle has a changeup that's plus and a nice breaking ball. I'll probably flip one of those in early. You see here, he murders the fastball away. Got to keep the ball up on him. Got a nice, heavy dose of fire down here, down and away. Elevate the fastball or pound him in. When I get 2 strikes, he chases that breaking ball down. 179 on 2-strike breaking balls. I'm going to go underneath or, again, elevate that fastball. Maybe a good changeup away. Tough hitter, but Kyle Hendricks has got the stuff to...
Trust Kyle Hendricks.
I really trust Kyle Hendricks.
All right, the other side, you got to deal with Clayton Kershaw if you are now facing him and you're a member of the Diamondbacks. J.D. Martinez, best hitter on the team, although Goldschmidt all of a sudden is really hot. What does J.D. do to have success against Kershaw?
Well, that's the guy they brought in for this situation. They got so many lefties, and Kershaw's obviously their best. J.D. Martinez has got to be the guy that steps up in these situations. He's been hot for them. Player of the month in the month of September. Really hot. We're going into this playoff. He's going to be the guy that's protecting Goldschmidt, hitting behind him, and he sets up nice at Dodger Stadium, driving the ball, as you see here, to right center. And if you speed him up with some breaking stuff from the righty there, he can take you to left.
Because we saw Goldschmidt get hot, do you as a catcher now all of a sudden say, look, I know he's a great hitter, but all of a sudden that wild card game really helped him out? It's not just J.D. and Goldschmidt, it's a hot Goldschmidt.
Yeah, it's a hot Goldschmidt, and they're both really, really good. And you just got to pick your poison, who your best matchup is for numbers as far as Kershaw goes.
What do you say about the Diamondbacks' poison? That's what I thought. That's poison snakes. All right, Friday, look at it all. Red Sox, Astros started off. D-backs and Dodgers, the nightcap at 10:30 Eastern.
Hey, man, we missed. We got a lot of highlights.
I know, right?
Cubs Kyle Hendricks making
I think Linda's here, right?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Cubs Kyle Hendricks making his 8th career postseason start, 2.38 ERA in the postseason. He'll go up against the Nationals and Steven Strasburg, who's making his 2nd. Taijuan Walker for Arizona making his 1st career postseason start. He'll face off with Clayton Kershaw, who's making his 15th.
I mean, if you're going to do it, you've got to do it with music.
Got to have the music. You're exactly right.
Barry Melrose, Washington's gone where Alexander Ovechkin has carried them, and that has not been far enough. What expectations are there on him and Washington now?
Not as much as there has been probably the last 10 years. I think people think they're a playoff team, but no one's getting crazy about picking them to win the Stanley Cup. I think right now people think if they make the playoffs, that's a pretty good job for the Washington Capitals. And a entirely different mindset than they've had since Ovechkin went to Washington.
Well, and listen, that might be a good thing for Ovechkin.
Might be a very
good
good thing.
for
Exactly
can't
right.
be any worse.
That's right.
Ovechkin, 33 goals last season, third fewest of his career. They open on the road at Ottawa. It's 3-1 under 16 minutes left. Listen, Ovechkin gets the headlines, Barry, but this is Kuznetsov's team, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they're paying Kuznetsov big money to set this guy up. And right there, that's vintage Alex Ovechkin. It's on his stick. It's in the net. That's what we're used to seeing him do.
Yeah, tic-tac-toe, not just a board game. Ovechkin, again, ties the game at 83 seconds later.
Yeah, this is a strong move right here. I really like this. He beat his man off the wall, showed his strength, showed his endurance, showed his passion. He won the battle, and that quick wrist shot again. Not a slap shot, just a quick wrist shot. That's what Ovechkin does when he's really playing well. Showed a lot of strength there.
Yeah, I told Tony Ovechkin got a hat trick. He said, well, that better be in the show. Ovechkin gets the first one in the shootout. Kuznetsov got the winner. The Caps come back, and they win 5-4 in a shootout. Fair to say Chicago has something to prove, Barry. 3 cups in 6 seasons, but one and done in the playoffs the last 2 seasons. Antti Niemi, he won a cup with Chicago, first Finnish goalie to win a cup. This is not a good start on his return.
Ooh, that's bad karma right there coming through with those big giant pads. That's why the goalie's pads are too big to get him get out of the box.
Well, and it got worse for him, Barry. He gave up 4 goals in less than 3 minutes. Patrick Kane here.
Patrick Kane is fired up. People were wondering if he could score and get points when Panarin was traded to Columbus. I think he set the message that I'm going to get a lot of points this year, and the guys playing with me, Hartman and Schmaltz, are going to get a lot of points also.
Did you just say Schmaltz?
You're killing me, Schmaltz.
Kane again, Barry.
Pass. What a pass this is. Curl, spinorama, on the tape. Schmaltz just goes in, throws it in the back of the net. Niemi says something's not good here, so things aren't working very well.
And how about Saad and Sharp? They were back. Saad got a hat trick and 10-1 your final. And my question, Barry, is you win the Stanley Cup and you go back-to-back nights to open the season? That doesn't seem fair.
It isn't fair, and I don't know why the mighty Pittsburgh Penguins would ever agree to this. And they're playing teams from the Central Division, the best division in hockey. You play St. Louis one night, and you get lucky to get a point, and the next night you play the mighty Blackhawks, who haven't played in 5 months. And they're all angry, and they want to get playing again because they got beat out in the first round. So, yeah, Pittsburgh had tough scheduling right there. But again, bottom line is throw that tape away tonight. You got a great team. It's not going to happen again. It was just one of those things that happened very, very rarely to good teams, but it did happen to Pittsburgh tonight. So throw the tape away, forget about it, and get ready for Game 3.
All right, more Barry Melrose. Don't throw the tape away later.
Don't throw that tape away, no.
Indians manager Terry Francona says he thinks LeBron James will be rooting for the Indians in their playoff series against the Yankees. New York pitcher CC Sabathia says he knows that James is a Yankees fan, but he says, I think he has to put on a front for the city, referencing Cleveland there. James was at the game Thursday night in Cleveland wearing red, but no gear from either team. James should be back in action with his own team on Friday. Before his trip to the ballpark, he got into full practice for the first time since tweaking his left ankle last week. Cavaliers play the Pacers on Friday.
All in all, just the ovation from the wine and gold game until yesterday, the first preseason game. It was great. You know, I'm still getting used to it. I'm sure everybody in Cleveland and around the basketball world is getting used to it, but it definitely, my teammates and everyone definitely made me feel comfortable at home.
It's the best team I ever played on. Just the most space I've ever seen on the floor. Ever since I came into the league, I'm gonna be playing. It looked like I'm gonna be playing without a lot of double teams. This will be my first time experiencing that. So, like I said, I'll be able to tell you how that goes or what I see. But we only played one game, so I just see that as a lot of space.
Eventually, Isaiah Thomas will be a part of the Cavaliers' new look as well. They don't know when he'll be back. They just know it won't be for a while. They don't have a timetable for his return, but he is back on the court doing some light work at the Cavaliers facility, still recovering from that hip injury from last season.
We have a timetable for our return. It's right after the break. And it'll be time for top plays. Stan and Neil's top plays. Sportcenter. From Los Angeles.
Right now at Burger King, get 2 cheeseburgers, fries, and a drink for just $3.49. That's 2 flame-grilled cheeseburgers, fries, and a drink for just $3.49. It's a big deal on an even bigger meal, only at Burger King.
Liberty Mutual stood with me when this guy got a flat tire in the middle of the night.
Hold on, Dad. Liberty did what?
Yeah, Liberty Mutual 24-hour roadside assistance helped him to fix his flat so he could get home safely.
My dad says our insurance doesn't have that. Don't worry, I know what a lug wrench is, Dad. Is this a lug wrench?
Maybe.
You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Posting hashtag yeehaw. Hashtag I have no signal and I still can't post out here.
Look out, coming through.
Hey, Thomas.
Howdy there, Joy. See, Joy's got the new iPhone with Verizon Unlimited.
Bet I do. Best phone, best network.
America's largest, most reliable 4G LTE network. She can post out here like she does in the city.
Hey, 12 likes. What?
Likes won't get you diddly around these parts. Yeah!
When you really, really want the best, get the new iPhone on the Best Unlimited with plans starting at $40 per line for 4 lines.
Every time 4 o'clock is close enough to 5, a Corona gets its lime. Every time vacation mode doesn't need to wait for a vacation day, a Corona gets its lime. Every time the band goes on, and every time you take it all in. Or every time you say, wow, a Corona gets its lime. And every time you take those off, and you decide it's time to turn off, a Corona gets its lime.
Rated mature. As King Midas, I expect a lifetime guarantee. And so should you. On struts, brakes, shocks.
Does he turn everything to gold?
Not everything.
Now get $100 back on a 2-axle brake service with your Midas credit card. Book an appointment online.
Hey, this is a great setup.
If everything in life was like Vizio Smartcast, discovering the best content would be simple and easy.
I get it now. Yeah.
Captain Leland Gallo and Warrant Officer Nora Madani. I have the honor of presenting you both with the Distinguished Flying Cross.
RPG at 4 o'clock!
For valor.
Valor. Series premiered this week on the CW.
Get 2 Whopper sandwiches now for only $6. Only at Burger King.
Lionel Messi, one of soccer's biggest stars worldwide, I don't have to tell you that if you follow the game. He might not make it to the World Cup because Argentina might not make it to the World Cup. Messi, no goals in his previous 2 qualifying matches. Argentina taking on Peru, picked this up 38th minute. Messi outside the box and he can't find the net. Another look, that close to putting Argentina on top. Argentina started the day 4th place in South American qualifying and still not getting anything done. Dario Benedetto misses. Messi off the rebound. Not able to finish. Missed opportunities all over for Messi and Argentina. Draw 0-0 with Peru. So Argentina will take on Ecuador Tuesday in its final qualifier. They dropped to 6th place in their standings. Currently on the outside looking in, they must win at Ecuador to secure at least 5th place and a playoff spot to potentially get into the World Cup. According to ESPN Soccer Power Index, which knows all, they have a 46.5% chance to get into the World Cup. U.S. knows what they're dealing with. Road to Russia marches on for them as well. It's a virtual must-win for the U.S. against Panama at Orlando City Stadium. U.S. in 4th place, 1 point behind Panama with only the top 3 going through. Coverage begins Friday, 7 Eastern on ESPN2, also streaming live on the ESPN app.
Well, no doubt Barry Melrose is the real deal, but Barry, who are we going to give a Chipotle Burrito Bowl to on Thursday?
I think the Boston Bruins. They're playing a bunch of kids. They got a bunch of older guys injured. Bergeron didn't play. Backus didn't play. They got guys that you've never heard of before in the lineup, and they played a heck of a game. Showed a lot of people that we're for real.
Yeah, well, they're going to have to give the family meals for this one because that was Louis DeBrusque, his son Jake, first-round pick 2015, and you never forget your first, Barry.
Neil, Louis DeBrusque was tough. He would have ate you up and spit you out when he was playing. Look at the arms on him. Those are legs in a lot of states. And right here, his son goes in, Jake, and scores a beautiful goal. Was a first-round pick. I think he's going to score a lot for the Boston Bruins. He's crying. Daddy's crying. Yeah. Big, tough guy.
Hey, Barry, there's a lot of guys that can pick me up, chew me up, and spit me out. Okay, Charlie McAvoy, another young fella, and his parents were there.
Yeah, Tin Cup right there, comes right down the slot, gets a nice pass. He's got a great wrist shot. I think this kid is going to win the Rookie of the Year. I think he's fantastic. Look at the poise he shows right here. Actually steals it from a teammate, takes it right off his tape. That's a good thing. A defenseman should always get the shot from the slot. And you see, whatever that team was fast tonight. The Bruins are flying. This team is great. They're going to be a fun team to watch all year for the Boston Bruins fans.
Yeah, Barry Melrose, the real deal. Cool as the rule.
Thanks, Neil. Take care.
Real Deal is brought to you by Chipotle, as real as it gets.
So Detroit opened its new rink Thursday, and Dave Strader was going to call it for the Red Wings, and he was the natural choice given his history. They were the national broadcast, but cancer plays no favorites. Dave died last week of cancer. They called the man the Voice.
Yep. And when you're a broadcaster, when they call you the Voice, you've done some things. 62 years old.
Red Wings highlights and top plays for Dave Strader.
Imagine a world with rich, melty queso made from only real ingredients. Oh my gosh, you did it. You must be a wizard.
I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance with Geico.
Huh. I should take a closer look at Geico.
Geico can help with way more than car insurance. Boats, homes, motorcycles, even umbrella coverage.
This guy's gonna wish he brought his umbrella. Fire at will! How'd you know the guy's name is Will?
Yeah.
It's an expression, you know? Fire at will? You never heard of that?
Oh, there goes Will.
Bye, Will.
That's not his name.
Take a closer look at Geico. Great savings and a whole lot more.
I want you to take it easy. Go slow.
Come on, Mom.
Work, 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 Sinora, work your body liner. Work, 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 Sinora, work it all the time.
Let's go. Mom!
For the ones who keep pushing, always unstoppable.
At Coors, we built the most powerful solar array at any one brewery in the country, producing 22 million beers each year, powered by the sun. Coors Light, whatever you're not, climb on.
Hey, babe. Senecoot. Hey, what's this?
Senecot is a laxative. Sometimes I get constipated.
Really?
Yeah, I like Senecot. Uses a natural vegetable laxative ingredient. That matters to me. And it usually works overnight.
Senecot, because ingredients matter. When you see beautiful design, do beautiful work, you see what Delta can do.
You guys are ready? Oh, you guys are ready?
Please?
Of course, I got it right here.
There's nothing there.
It's loading. It takes a little bit. Just give me like a minute, guys.
Here's what you get started.
Bob realized he needed unlimited LTE data, so he switched to Metro PCS to get the best unlimited deal in wireless. 2 lines of unlimited LTE data for only $80 period, plus 2 free 32-gig phones. Enjoy the best unlimited deal in wireless on a reliable LTE network. Metro PCS, wireless figured out.
Let me tell you what to do.
Tale of the greatest pirate known to man.
Now on digital and Blu-ray, Pirates of the Caribbean sails home.
I will have my revenge.
Complete your collection on Blu-ray and digital today, and new on 4K UHD.
When a fire is going on, you're not thinking clearly, so they called the fire department for us.
I could hear crackling in the walls. My mind went totally blank.
All I remember saying was, my boyfriend's beating me, and he took it from there.
And all of this occurred in 4 minutes or less.
I am grateful we all made it out safely.
People you don't know care about you.
It's kind of one of those things where you can't even thank somebody.
To protect what you love, call 1-800-ADT-CARES.
I was on heroin.
I used crack cocaine.
We are the Addiction Network. And if you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, you need to call the number on your screen now. Addiction is a disease, and you can't go it alone. The call is free, and so is the consultation. If you have private insurance, your treatment could be covered with no out-of-pocket costs. So call the Addiction Network now.
Call 800-845-0146.
Coming up this week on Sunday NFL Countdown.
He throws to Stokely. That's the record breaker!
One-on-one with Peyton Manning as he returns to Indianapolis to have his number retired.
I remember that year we threw 20 touchdowns against the NFC North. Vince Lombardi would be rolling in his grave right now. And he knew that the black and blue division gave up 20 touchdowns.
And
you see all the things I accomplished, and it's a lot of it. You know, the list it's a long list, and they want to talk about the little negatives I have and bring somebody else up. That's like a slap in the face, to be honest.
Sunday NFL Countdown, 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN.
All right, this comes from the file of things that Stan and I are not even remotely interested in ever trying, but we can't begrudge Travis Pastrana because this is what he does.
This is in London, barge-to-barge backflip in front of the O2 Arena. Now, the last guy to try that, Mike Metzger.
The Godfather?
Yeah, broke his back. And Pastrana says, hey, no problem, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And he did it. And it looks like his back is okay.
He made a top play, and that leads us to top plays for Thursday. And while we wait for video of Jeff Portnoy's dog, Bruce, named after Bruce Springsteen, here's Dirk Nowitzki, dog named after Dirk, Swish, meets his namesake, Dirk Swish Nowitzki. So that's Dirk's dog. That's Swish Nowitzki's dog, Swish. Swish. You could even hear Dirk say it.
Yeah.
Take that with you!
Yes! World Cup qualifier, England and Slovenia. They're at stoppage time. Harry Kane says, you can't stop this. Clutch goal from Kane. Get in there, my son. I was in London last week.
There you go. Market 8 dude. How about this little dudess? Katie Hawley, 17. She's being introduced as the team, the 21st Duck on opening night. She's battling cancer for the 3rd time. You're inspiring us, Katie.
Good job, Katie.
Yep.
Number 7, Yankees and Indians. Chase Headley. It's not about him. It's about Jason Kipnis. Wow. Indians stellar defensively and pitching-wise behind Trevor Bauer. They win at 4-0. Take the early lead on the Yankees.
More inspirational. Brian Bickle, the big Bickle, diagnosed with MS last November, signed a 1-day contract, retire a Blackhawk.
You know, I didn't know if I could do this. Didn't know this for you.
And on Thursday, before the home opener in Chicago, look at that. One last shift, standing ovation. Man, I got some chicken skin going right now. Good stuff for the big Bickle.
Number 5, Safeway Open PGA Tour. After that long off season, they're right back to work. 3rd shot of the par 5 18th for Michael Kim, the Kimmer. Oh, yeah. Eagle. Won't need his putter. 2 under.
The World Cup qualifier, Armenia against Poland. And on my World Cup Fantasy League team, Polish Fantasy League team, I have Robert Lewandowski, who went Ovechkin, 3 goals in Poland's 6-1 win.
Pens and Blackhawks, number 3, Patrick Kane, spinning and winning with a pass to Nick Schmaltz for the goal. Look at Kane. Look at that stick handling. Woo! This Barry will talk about his hands, right?
Yeah. Tony calls it Denny Savard-esque.
Blackhawks win 10-1. 10-1.
He mentioned Dave Schrader was going to call this game, so they opened the new Red Wings. The Joe's not there anymore. This is the new one, and this is Anthony Mantha. He's not 40, but he's a Mantha. He got the first goal, and that's after Nyquist earlier thought he had the first goal, but Dubnyk, actually, Minnesota scored a couple goals that were ruled ineligible, and the Red Wings got the win. Michiganiac Mac happy.
Number 1, NC State and Louisville. Ryan Finley throwing it up. Stephen Lewis bringing it down. Good hands and good feet there, and the Wolfpack wins.
Big news from Advil. Advil Liquid Gels Minis. Our first concentrated pill that rushes powerful relief. A small new size that's fast because it's liquid. You'll ask, what pain? New Advil Liquid Gels Minis.
Every time 4 o'clock is close enough to 5, a Corona gets its lime. Every time vacation mode doesn't need to wait for a vacation day, a Corona gets its lime. Every time the band goes on, and every time you take it all in. Or every time you say, wow, a Corona gets its lime. And every time you take those off, and you decide it's time to turn off, a Corona gets its lime.
It's not me, it's not my family in your head.
Rated mature.
Discover card. I'm not a customer, but I'm calling about that credit scorecard. Give it? Sure, it's free for everyone. Oh, well, that's nice. And checking your score won't hurt your credit. Oh! I'm so proud of you. Well, thank you.
Free at discover.com/credit scorecard, even if you're not a customer.
What's going on? My TV company won't let me watch all my channels live on this, so I'm following the game this way. It's supposed to be the football. It doesn't even look like a football. I know. Tiny field. I hate tiny fields. Try this. That's the game. That's Dish. Didn't even know my voice could do that.
Dish lets you watch 100% of your live channels and sports anywhere on your favorite devices. Dish, tuned into you.
We are the early risers, the DIYers. We are determined, crazy, loyal, proud. We are brewed for this. America runs on Dunkin'.
Spring may seem like a long way away, but not for your yard. So feed or seed your lawn now with some of the good stuff from the Home Depot to get that beautiful yard you want next spring. Save up to 20% on Scott's Turf Builder grass seed, only at the Home Depot.
What if your daughter will kill Python?
I'll do everything in my power to get justice.
Last September, Sally celebrated her 78th birthday. She gets by on Social Security and even saves a little by clipping coupons. But she worries about the burden funeral expenses would place on her family. A final expense plan from a licensed agent in the Angel Care Network could pay Sally's family up to $25,000 to cover those and other final expenses. There's no medical exam, her premiums stay fixed, benefits won't decrease, and her policy cannot be canceled. For as little as a few dollars a day, a final expense plan from the Angel Care Network gives Sally peace of mind in not adding a financial burden to her loved ones in time of grieving. For a free consultation about final expense plans from a licensed agent in the Angel Care Network, call us now. You'll also receive information about a free prescription discount card just for calling. Agents are standing by.
Call 800-896-2819.
All right, Michigan State and Michigan, Big House night game, Saturday, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, 1:30 at Murphy's on Merchant Street. Also streaming live on the ESPN app.
Friday night, we got Boise State and BYU, and then afterwards, Linda's going to be here for SportsCenter to join me. Neil's on the road. Where are you at this week?
I'm going to Florida, LSU, Florida, talking with Steve Spurrier and Danny Werfel at the Nissan Heisman House together.
Oh, all right.
That'll be good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, a couple legit guys.
If you missed anything, we're going to come back and do this all over.
Yeah.
All right?
We'll get on tape.
This is Sportcenter from Los Angeles.
How's it? This is Sportcenter from Los Angeles. He's Stan. I'm Neil. If you love highlights from big games, you're going to really like this show. We got 2 baseball playoff games.
Yep.
We got Heisman football.
Yeah.
We got warm-up NBA.
Yep.
We got soccer. We got a lot of soccer. And oh yeah, Barry Melrose.
Yeah.
Did I forget anything?
Yeah, how about the NFL? Yeah. Thursday Night Football, Keyshawn Johnson's going to be here to help us break that down. We got a lot to get to, so let's just jump right in. Patriots defense less than stellar lately. Their troubles have offset a hot start for Tom Brady, left the Patriots at 2-2. They headed to Tampa where the Bucs had won 6 straight home games. Let's get it on. Jameis Winston also off to a good start this season, leading the NFL's 3rd-ranked passing offense. No Rob Gronkowski for Brady, so he goes to Chris Hogan, who's in for the touchdown. Gronkowski out with a thigh injury. 4th straight game with a touchdown for Hogan. Brady threw for 303 yards in this game. 4th quarter, Patriots up 16-7. Nick Folk, 49 yards away. This would really help if you get 3 on the board there. No good. Bucs still trailing 16-7. Doug Martin knows his team missed an opportunity there. Less than 6 minutes to play. Jameis Winston going to tuck it and run, but you see the flag there. Evan Smith called for illegal use of the hands, so the touchdown called back. 9 penalties for the Bucs for 70 yards. New England, 12 penalties for 108 yards. Sloppy game, penalty-wise, and sloppy game kicking-wise for Folk. That's a 31-yarder, and he missed it. Also missed from 56, so 0 for 3 for Folk on the night. Bucs would get another chance. Less than 3 minutes to play. 3rd and 15. Winston. Good to have Deshaun Jackson on his team now. Gets both feet down. 5 catches, 106 yards for Jackson. Later in the drive, Winston, Cameron Brate, touchdown. Winston throws for 334 yards. Patriots still up 16-14. After a Patriots field goal made it 19-14. Bucs with another chance. 20 seconds to go. Winston to Brate. Down at the Patriots 19. Got to hurry up and get up there and spike it. 3 seconds left on the clock. Not that time. Looking for O.J. Howard. Can't get it. Patriots win at 19-14. Their defense does enough, and Tom Brady does more than enough.
I hope we can score more points than we did tonight. We just didn't get the job done, but you know, hopefully we can just keep finding ways to win. And I've been a part of, you know, I said the other day, a lot of teams that we didn't score many points and we won the game anyway. And there's games where we score a lot of points and we still got to win. And it's just, that's what team football is all about.
You got to play perfect. You got to play, you got to execute. When the play is there, you have to execute the play. You can't miss opportunities, and that's what happened tonight. Missed opportunities, a ton of them. By me, got to get better. Got to get better.
I left points out there. We should have won the game 20-19. So this one's on me.
Tom Brady, by the way, 186 career wins now as a starting quarterback. That ties Brett Pharm and Peyton Manning for the most ever by a starting quarterback. Their defense, a lot of questions about them. They allowed Jameis Winston to complete 57% of his passes while allowing a 70% completion percentage in their first 4 games. So some improvement there. Winston also averaged fewer yards per attempt than the first 4 quarterbacks they faced. Keyshawn Johnson with us for his weekly visit. We have to start with the Patriots defense because there was a lot of criticism of that unit for the last couple of weeks. What did you think of their performance in this game?
You know how it goes. Somebody has to find an answer when somebody loses. What's the problem?
Right.
But you got Bill Belichick. The defense, yeah, they struggled. They were trying to find their niche. They had a bunch of injuries. Yeah, they really did. But at the same time, Bill Belichick is on defense. He's not going to stand for that too long. And plus, they were facing Jameis Winston, a young quarterback, and Bill Belichick is going to give him fits all night long. So when you look at the defense, I'm not necessarily worried about it because I think the New England Patriots will be there in the end because of their defense.
And as we get to your key plays, Tom Brady didn't have Rob Gronkowski, but he still managed to make the key plays when he had to.
He had guys like me and you out there running routes, basically. I mean, what can you say about Tom Brady? I mean, there's nothing to say. I'm tired of showing highlights of a guy that I know exactly what he's going to do in the games. He's going to get the football to guys that are open. He's going to create space. He's going to make sure to find the open guy. He's going to put guys in the right position, and they're going to score points. Now, he has a new toy in Cooks. He knows what to do with the football in terms of getting it to him vertically down the field. So how can you complain about the way Tom Brady is playing? First interception all year long. I didn't even know that until he threw it.
and Jameis Winston, there were some plays to be made. His receivers didn't help him out a lot of times.
No, but that's a high ball on third down. You got to put that ball in the place where only his receiver can catch it. Out in front, you got to know your personnel. That's a running back. You got to make sure you put the football. Here's another one out in front. Great defense, though, at the same time. But here's Jameis Winston again, throwing into basically double coverage. It was a cover two-man situation. It should have been an interception right there. And here he is missing a wide-open Deshaun Jackson. You need to know exactly what your speed is in terms of that.
And then there was Nick Folk.
Yeah, well, you know, I don't even know what to say about kickers, man. You missed one. Okay, I'll give you that. That's kind of far, right?
One was 56, one was 49.
I give you that. But I can't give you that.
Right.
I mean, you know, did you learn that from the Jets? I mean, that was your last team before this one. And then here you are, man. This is a chip shot.
31-yard.
We pay you way too much money to kick a 31-yard field goal for you to do that. Then Deshaun Jackson sat over there at the end right there. You saw him sit there. He walked over to me and said, "We like you, man. You cool, but you might not be here tomorrow, but we still like you."
Yeah, they're in a situation. They picked Folk over Roberto Aguayo, who they cut during the preseason. They may need to call Aguayo back now.
You know what, though, Stan? They're right in the mix, though. They're right there. I mean, they're right there with Carolina. They're right there with Atlanta. New Orleans is starting to figure out some things, but they're right there. They can make a playoff run, but if you're missing field goals, that basically costs them the game. You put those 9 points on the board, they win.
Yep, absolutely. All right, always a pleasure.
Always.
All right, Patriots
like
at
these?
the Jets, October 15th. I was trying not to comment on them.
You like these?
And as for the Buccaneers at Arizona, October 15th. Very nice. I understand you making.
Put on some shorts, Neil.
Jose Altuve said after this game that we're all the same height when we walk onto that baseball field. 5'6".
Not really, but I understand his point.
All right. Yeah. Walking tall. He was walking tall, and he's going yard. You saw he had no postseason home runs. Well, these are back-to-back home runs given up by Chris Sale in the first inning. Bregman and then Altuve. Astros up 2-0. Now up 4-2. Bottom 5. Sale still in. And this is just the second time in his career he's allowed 6 extra base hits. And the first time he's allowed 2 home runs in the same playoff game to Jose Altuve. Sale, 5 innings, 9 hits, 7 earned, 3 home runs. It's on me. It's on who? It's on you. Sale saying as much afterwards.
You know, hey, it happens. Obviously, terrible time for it to happen, but this one's on me. You know, I take full responsibility for this one. No excuses, just bad time to suck. So, like I said, take it off the chin. I'll be back here tomorrow working my nuts off, ready to go.
Hello? Hello? Last player to hit 3 home runs in the postseason was
Not sure you want to work that hard.
2012 World Series. And that was against Justin Verlander, who, by the way, has been pitching in this game. 1 shot ain't enough, Jack. You better make it 3. Altuve goes yard. He's 13 for 28 this season against the Sox. 3 home runs. Leads the American lead in batting average and hits. Little big man. Houston, 8-2, game 1. Altuve becomes the 9th player in Major League history with a 3 home run game. Again, the first since Sandoval. He also joined Adam Kennedy in 2002 as the only second baseman with a 3 homer game in the postseason. 5'6", shortest player ever with a 3 homer game in the postseason. His 3 homers traveled about 1,200 feet. That's 223 Altuves stacked on top of each other. That's according to a website called HowManyAltuves.com. Our research is better than yours.
You know, I know three homers in the same game are good, but at the end of the day, what it matters is that we won this game, you know. And, you know, I was really happy about the way that we show up to them, play the game.
I mean, first off, how good is Jose Altuve? I mean, that is such a good day for him personally, for our team. And no surprise to those of us that have been with the Astros or following the Astros for a long time. It's incredible to watch him, you know, step up and be every bit, you know, the star that we needed today.
I told him the last time I've seen 3 home runs in a game was Pablo Sandoval, and I gave up 2 of them. So I'm glad there's somebody new that's done it.
All right, Verlander's 9th career ALDS start. He's a known quantity. 5-0 in those games with a 2.24 ERA. Over the last 9 postseason starts, he's got a .88 ERA in his first 8. His ERA was .557. How about more Altuve talking about his pitcher, Verlander?
We play incredible game. We play good defense. Justin Verlander threw a really good job. I feel like I love him more and more every single day, you know. I mean, I'm honest, the way he go out there and pitch is, you know, big heart in his chest. You know, and he's always trying to help people, and that's what I love about him.
All right, listen, they're up 1-0. It's a best-of-5. Houston's 2-3 all-time in a best-of-5. They're only one of 3 teams with a losing record in that scenario, along with the Rangers and the Twins.
Terry Francona decided to go with Trevor Bauer as his starter. Game 1 against the Yankees in their series. Didn't go with Corey Kluber. How'd that work out? Like that. Bauer, he had everything working. 5 1/3 no-hit innings, longest in Indians postseason history. How about some run support? Bottom 4, Indians up 1-0. Jay Bruce against Sonny Gray. And it's not coming back. 2-run shot for Bruce. Puts the Indians up 3-0. His 3rd career postseason home run. He went 2 for 3 with 3 RBI. So the matchup we want to see is Bauer against Aaron Judge, right? In the first, got him looking. Judge said he mixed his pitches well, used the corners extremely well. Made him look bad there. Struck him out on one in the dirt that got by Roberto Perez, allowing Judge to reach first, but still his 2nd strikeout of the night. In the 6th, 2 outs, man on 3rd for Judge. Froze him again with the curveball. 6 2/3, 2 hits, no runs, 8 strikeouts. The Indians' Twitter account, troll, all sit. Top 8, 4-0 Indians, Cody Allen on to finish it. He gets Judge. Judge 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts. Indians going to win at 4-0. They allowed just 3 hits, or just 1 more than Bruce by himself.
How much fun has this been for you since joining the Indians? As much fun as I've ever had playing baseball, to be honest with you, man. This is great. I'm very, very fortunate to be in this situation, and like I've said, I just want to be part of this. I just want to help as much as I can.
That's the beauty of baseball. We get to go out there and do it again tomorrow. You know, so if we go out there and win tomorrow, we forget about today. You know, so it's just about win from the day. You know, regroup and get ready for tomorrow.
I thought Trevor from pitch 1, you know, he had his breaking ball early, and he had a good one. He had his life on his fastball. I thought he pitched in. I thought he pitched a terrific game.
My mindset was to go out and put up a scoreless inning and then do it again until they took me out. So I was happy with how I did that.
So Cleveland with 1 in their pocket and their ace still to come. Posted their 6th postseason shutout since the start of last season. The rest of the majors has combined for 5. That's how good the starters have been. Corey Kluber is next. 1.83 postseason ERA in his career. 2nd best among active pitchers with at least 30 innings.
All right, let's bring Mark Teixeira in. A pair of aces upstaged by the Jack of Clubs, and Altuve is going to get the headlines, Mark, but in the fine print, let's not forget about Verlander, right?
Yeah, Justin Verlander was huge. We finally saw a good pitching performance after some terrible starting pitching in the wild card. And Justin Verlander was brought over here to Houston to do a job, and that was to be an ace, to solidify this starting rotation. That was the one Achilles heel that maybe people could look at Houston and say, well, after Keuchel, I'm not sure who their other best pitchers are. Justin Verlander has been dominant since coming over from the Tigers, and you saw it today.
Altuve, undersized. Is he underrated?
I think he's a little bit underrated. He's probably going to win the MVP. So once you win an MVP, it's tough to be underrated. But here's a guy who, you know, when he first started playing baseball and he had to try out with the Astros, they told him to go home. We're not interested in you. And now he's going to be the MVP of the league. 3 home runs in a postseason game. That just doesn't happen. That's Reggie Jackson territory. So you look at a guy who's 5'6". He's won 2 straight batting titles. He's a stud, and you know, I think most of the world is now finally getting to see it.
All right, the other game Thursday, Mark. Cleveland and New York. Francona looks like a genius. He's got Kluber now after he started Bauer. But in New York, are they questioning, hey, why didn't we go after Jay Bruce harder than we did when he was a Met, and now he plays for Cleveland?
Well, Jay Bruce did burn the Yankees today with that big home run, but, you know, I don't fault the Yankees for not going out and getting Jay Bruce. They have a deep lineup. They have a lineup that can score a lot of runs, can hit a lot of home runs. They didn't really need an extra outfielder, but, you know, really what the Yankees did was go out and get another starting pitcher in Sonny Gray, and he's the one that had a tough day today. I mean, I think you look at the Yankees right now, and they're behind the 8 ball having to face Kluber. You know, we'll see how they do tomorrow.
All right, Mark Teixeira, if it's fair, it's gone. It's fair again.
Nice.
More SportsCenter coming up from here in Los Angeles. We got Lamar Jackson in action against NC State. Matt and Tim Hasselbeck with a family opinion on Jackson's NFL prospects. LeBron James in Cleveland watching baseball on Thursday. How soon will he be playing basketball on that sore ankle? And Cam Newton apologizes in the wake of that situation with a female reporter on Wednesday. More SportsCenter coming up.
Spring may seem like a long way away, but not for your yard. So feed or seed your lawn now with some of the good stuff at the Home Depot to get that beautiful yard you want next spring. Save up to 20% on Scott's Turf Builder Grass Seed, only at the Home Depot.
Discover card. I'm not a customer, but I'm calling about that credit scorecard. Give it? Sure, it's free for everyone. Oh, well, that's nice. And checking your score won't hurt your credit. Oh! I'm so proud of you. Well, thank you.
Free at discover.com/credit scorecard, even if you're not a customer.
Yo, Miss Mitchell, your boy just won the Super Bowl.
Dominate from day one and win it all with the new arcade playstyle. Madden NFL 18, rated E for everyone. Get the ultimate experience on Xbox One.
Up before the sun every day. One goal, to be the best. Is it worth it?
When your coffee tastes like this, yeah, I'd say it's worth it.
Freshly ground, freshly brewed all day. Brewed for this. America runs on Dunkin'.
Bigger doesn't mean stronger. Don't be defined by a weight class. Bring the heat. Pack a punch. Come back for more. Like a charge. Like lightning in a bottle. Mighty like a pro. The all-new Terrain. The compact SUV from GMC. We are professional grade.
Hi, Phil Swift here. This storm season, get the entire family of Flex Seal products. Flex Seal creates a super strong barrier that seals out the elements. It's liquid rubber in a can. And with Flex Seal liquid, you can brush, roll, dip, or pour. With Flex Shot, you can cork, bond, and seal virtually everything. Flex Tape is the super strong waterproof tape that can patch, bond, seal, and repair. Make the Flex Seal family part of your storm preparation kit.
What is this?
It's the new iPhone. It's for our anniversary.
Our anniversary?
It's 34 days since we first met.
I didn't get you anything.
It's fine, because I got myself one, too.
Oh.
From you, for me, happy anniversary. I love it. That is very thoughtful of you. Thank you.
Get the amazing new iPhone 8, and with all AT&T Unlimited plans, get HBO for life. Less than $40 per line for 4 lines. Only from AT&T.
Blue Moon is brewed with Valencia orange peel for a taste that shines brighter.
SportsCenter, brought to you by Battle of the Sexes, starring Emma Stone and Steve Carell. Now in theaters everywhere. And PlayStation Vue. Watch the biggest moments in sports. Try it free today.
Talked with Archie Griffin earlier this season at the Nissan Heisman House, and he said,
Are you dropping names again?
He said he'd be happy to see Lamar Jackson join him as in that elite two-time Heisman winner room. You see Jackson doing the Heisman. That was against North Carolina State where we caught that pose. Now Clemson dealt that chance for back-to-back, a big blow earlier this season. This stat doesn't bode well either. Louisville enters their matchup with NC State this season 0-6 all-time in ranked matchups on the road, and 3 of those losses have come as the higher-ranked team. They are 17. North Carolina State is 24. I mean, do not sleep on Coach Dorn's club. in Raleigh. They got something going. They beat Florida State last week, and they had a 7-0 lead. But there's Lamar Jackson doing his thing to Seth Dawkins. I mean, you kept concentration, not just the board game. We're tied at 7, but fourth quarter, it's all NC State. They're up 24-13. It's a 1st and goal. And Jackson, man, he can not only fling it, but he can wing it. Uses his legs, gets in the end zone. They failed to get a 2-point conversion, so it was 24-19. Now Louisville, Ryan Finley is going, hey, how about some Ryan Finley love for what I did? Revenge is a dish best served with cold cuts, and North Carolina State would come back 520 yards thereabouts, total offense. Reggie Gillespie. Here comes Jackson. So the read option, another touchdown. So it's 32-25, PAT's block. And they got 3 minutes left. They got Jackson on the field, and they got problems. We got problems. There's Jermaine Pratt, and look at that. That's Jackson in the end zone taking the big hit. Big loss. North Carolina State beats Louisville 39-25. Coach with our Laura Rutledge afterwards.
That's why you play and coach. I'm very proud of our assistant coaches and our football players, and appreciate our fans. It's been coming. It's been coming. And when you work hard enough and you don't give in and you have persistence and faith, great things happen.
You just embraced your players. Why is this emotional for you?
It's all emotional because I love them, and they love us, and we work so hard for everything we do. They've invested everything, you know, and when you do that, it's special. You know, it just is. I'm so proud of those guys. It's beautiful.
That was beautiful, man. That was cool. Jackson feeling the pressure. Love you, man. Jackson feeling the pressure all night against NC State. He was pressured on 38% of his dropbacks, his highest percentage this season. He completed just 4 of 14 passes, took 4 sacks while under duress. Let's bring in the quarterbacks, the Hasselbecks, Matt and Tim, who became the first pair of Hasselbecks to call a college football game together. So there's that history. Has Rex Ryan figured out which one is which yet?
Hasn't yet. Not just Rex. Well, I have the banner that says Tim Hasselbeck over my mat, and that's Tim. It happens all the time.
I'm a lot taller, Neil.
That's not true. Not true at all.
All right, Matt, you go first. Lamar Jackson, what did he show you in terms of being an NFL quarterback?
Well, there were over 40 scouts here tonight. I ran into some GMs who are going to need quarterbacks next year, so I don't think it's a coincidence that they were here. There's been some talk about, will this guy be a quarterback at the next level, or will he be a wide receiver? After tonight, after my film study this week, he could absolutely play quarterback at the next level if he wants to.
All right, Tim, your take on Jackson.
Well, listen, I don't think this was the best night for him to show that he was a pocket passer, which is really where he's trying to improve. The North Carolina State front was really better than the Louisville offensive line, and it forced Jackson to run more than he wanted to, and he's obviously a tremendous runner. The scouts that were here that Matthew mentioned, they already knew that. So I don't know that it was his best performance passing the football, but we certainly got to see the running on display once again.
Yeah, Finley was probably the better quarterback on the field, but he doesn't have the Q rating that Jackson has. They say it's never over when he's got to play on the field, but it's a Heisman over if you look at that big picture.
It seems like it when you look at, how some of the other guys are faring this year, and then, in a big moment, and this was really one of Lamar Jackson's last big moments. It's Thursday night football against a ranked team. To have the game, kind of end in a scenario where he throws an interception that gets run back for a touchdown. Can't imagine that helps.
Neil, he's already got a Heisman. He's moving on to new goals, I think.
All right, we're moving on to when it comes to Hasselbecks. If some is good, more is better.
It's funny to hear a female talk about routes. It's funny.
Cam Newton did not speak to reporters in the Panthers locker room on Thursday during their media availability. Newton chose his Twitter account to express himself. In a post on his feed, he apologized for that response you just heard to Charlotte Observer reporter Jordan Rodriguez.
After careful thought, I understand that my word choice was extremely degrading and disrespectful to women. And to be honest, that was not my intentions. And if you are a person who took offense to what I said, I sincerely apologize to you. I'm a man who tries to be a positive role model in my community and tries to use my platform to inspire others. And I take ownership to everything that comes with that. And what I did was extremely unacceptable. I'm a father to 2 beautiful daughters. And at their age, I try to instill in them that they can do and be anything that they want to be. And the fact that during this whole process, I've already lost sponsors and countless fans, I realized that the joke was really on me. And I've learned a valuable lesson from this. And to the young people who see this, I hope that you learn something from this as well. Don't be like me, be better than me. And to the reporters, to the journalists, to the moms, super moms, to the daughters, the sisters, and the women all around the world, I sincerely apologize and hope that you can find the kindness in your heart. Thank you.
You heard Newton reference sponsorships. One was with Dannon. It cut ties with Newton as an endorser of one of its yogurt brands. The company spokesman said in a statement that it was shocked and disheartened by Newton's comments, which it considered sexist and disparaging to women. Also Thursday, the reporter, Rodrigue, apologized for racially offensive posts on her Twitter feed.
LeBron James was at the Cleveland, New York baseball game, but was he at Cavaliers practice Thursday? Now we're talking about practice, not a game. Practice. Practice, man. Then again, it is LeBron James. LeBron asked. That was Kenny Mayne's idea. Practice?
Thanks to Pizza Hut's $7.99 large pizza deal, it's never been easier to bring everyone to the table. Get an oven-hot large pizza with 2 of your favorite toppings for just $7.99. It's the best pizza delivery deal out there, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Every time 4 o'clock is close enough to 5, a Corona gets its lime. Every time vacation mode doesn't need to wait for a vacation day, a Corona gets its lime. Every time the band goes on, and every time you take it all in. Or every time you say, wow, a Corona gets its lime. And every time you take those off, and you decide it's time to turn off, a Corona gets its lime.
What's going on? My TV company won't let me watch all my channels live on this, so I'm following the game this way. It's supposed to be the football. It doesn't look like a football. I know. Tiny field. I hate tiny fields. Try this. That's the game. That's Dish. Didn't even know my voice could do that.
Dish lets you watch 100% of your live channels and sports anywhere on your favorite devices. Dish, tuned into you.
With Advil, you'll ask, what twisted ankle? What muscle strain? Advil makes pain a distant memory. Nothing works faster, stronger, or longer. What? Pain. Advil.
USA Panama, tomorrow at 7, ESPN2.
Isn't this special? Nervous anticipation inside and out.
NHL.tv is your home for live hockey, at home or on the go.
We needed to hire someone, but it was really tough finding people that had the right experience.
I was spending half my day just reading resumes. To hire great people, go to ZipRecruiter.com and post to over 100 of the web's leading job boards with one click. Then easily select the best candidates from one list.
I'm seeing a lot more candidates with the right experience.
We have gotten consistently better results from ZipRecruiter than anywhere else.
Over 1 million businesses have already used ZipRecruiter. Try it for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/world.
I was on heroin.
I used crack cocaine. We are the Addiction Network. And if you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, you need to call the number on your screen now. Addiction is a disease, and you can't go it alone. The call is free, and so is the consultation. So why haven't you called? What are you waiting for? Call the Addiction Network now. Get the help you need.
Call 800-849-1138.
I'm fired up. We haven't even had a pitch. Jose Altuve, maybe MVP in the league. He plays in this one. Back and goes to left center field. Back, way up there. This two is gone. 5'6". Jose Altuve hit it over 400 feet. Now Jose Altuve with a long drive to left center field. Back. Going again. Second of the game for Altuve. 5-2 Houston. He's certainly come out like an MVP right here when this team needs him. 5'6", hitting like 6'6". What a footprint Altuve has put on this thing. It's 8-2 on 3 solo, no doubt. The lid lifter, he's taking the lid off.
I'm driving to work listening to Boom on the radio. Rick Center. Yeah. Wow, that's so great. So we have the 2 AL NES Games Thursday. Yeah, those 2 Friday. What's going on the National League side?
You're going to be on the road, right?
Yeah, I'll be on the road, man. I'll be on the road.
We got Dodgers and Diamondbacks.
Okay.
All right. You're not going to be doing any highlights.
No.
That's okay. Dodgers and Diamondbacks, and then we got the Cubs and the Nationals. Are you going to watch at least?
Well, hopefully if I figure out the app. I can figure out the app.
If you're on the plane and they have Wi-Fi, you can use the app. Okay. All right. For a look at those 2 National League series, let's check in with Carl Rapp.
National League Division Series takes center stage on Friday. David Ross, Carl Ravitz. Let's start with the game within a game because you have 2 good pitchers, Strasburg and Kyle Hendricks. You caught Kyle Hendricks. He's going to deal with Bryce Harper. Best game plan for Harper is what?
Well, when I'm creating a scouting report against a hitter, I think about how aggressive is he, how I'm going to get him out in the middle, and how I'm going to put him away if I do get ahead of him. First of all, he's very, very aggressive. 37% swing rate on first pitch fastballs. He's hitting 421. So I really need to slow him down. Kyle has a changeup that's plus and a nice breaking ball. I'll probably flip one of those in early. You see here, he murders the fastball away. Got to keep the ball up on him. Got a nice, heavy dose of fire down here, down away. Elevate the fastball or pound him in. When I get 2 strikes, he chases that breaking ball down. 179 on 2-strike breaking balls. I'm going to go underneath or, again, elevate that fastball. Maybe a good changeup away. Tough hitter, but Kyle Hendricks has got the stuff to...
Trust Kyle Hendricks.
I really trust Kyle Hendricks.
Right. The other side, you got to deal with Clayton Kershaw if you are now facing him and you're a member of the Diamondbacks. J.D. Martinez, best hitter on the team, although Goldschmidt all of a sudden is really hot. What does J.D. do to have success against Kershaw?
Well, that's the guy they brought in for this situation. They got so many lefties, and Kershaw's obviously their best. J.D. Martinez has got to be the guy that steps up in these situations. He's been hot for them. Player of the month in the month of September. Really hot. We're going into this playoff. He's going to be the guy that's protecting Goldschmidt, hitting behind him, and he sets up nice in Dodger Stadium, driving the ball, as you see here, to right center. And if you speed him up with some breaking stuff from the righty there, he can take you to left.
As we saw Goldschmidt get hot for you as a catcher, now all of a sudden say, look, I know he's a great hitter, but all of a sudden that wild card game really helped him out. It's not just J.D. and Goldschmidt, it's a hot Goldschmidt.
Yeah, it's a hot Goldschmidt, and they're both really, really good. And you just got to pick your poison, who your best matchup is for numbers as far as Kershaw goes.
What do you say about the Diamondbacks poison? Poison snakes. All right, Friday, look at it all. Red Sox, Astros started off. D-backs and Dodgers, the nightcap at 10:30 Eastern.
Hey, man, we missed a lot of highlights.
I know, right?
Cubs Kyle Hendricks making
I think Linda's here, right?
Yeah. Cubs Kyle Hendricks making his 8th career postseason start, 2.38 ERA in the postseason. He'll go up against the Nationals and Steven Strasburg, who's making his 2nd. Taijuan Walker for Arizona making his 1st career postseason start. He'll face off with Clayton Kershaw, who's making his 15th.
I mean, if you're going to do it, you've got to do it with music.
Got to have the music. You're exactly right.
Barry Melrose, Washington's gone where Alexander Ovechkin has carried them, and that has not been far enough. What expectations are there on him and Washington now?
Not as much as there has been probably the last 10 years. I think people think they're a playoff team, but no one's getting crazy about picking them to win the Stanley Cup. I think right now people think if they make the playoffs, that's a pretty good job for the Washington Capitals. It's a entirely different mindset than they've had since Ovechkin went to Washington.
Well, listen, that might be a good thing for Ovechkin.
Might be a
it might
very
be a
good
good thing for
exactly
Can't
right.
be any worse.
That's right.
Ovechkin, 33 goals last season, third fewest of his career. They open on the road at Ottawa. It's 3-1 under 16 minutes left. Listen, Ovechkin gets the headlines, Barry, but this is Kuznetsov's team, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they're paying Kuznetsov big money to set this guy up. And right there, that's vintage Alex Ovechkin. It's on his stick. It's in the net. That's what we're used to seeing him do.
Yeah, tic-tac-toe, not just a board game. Ovechkin, again, ties the game at 83 seconds later.
Yeah, this is a strong move right here. I really like this. He beat his man off the wall, showed his strength, showed his endurance, showed his passion. He won the battle, and that quick wrist shot again. Not a slap shot, just a quick wrist shot. That's what Ovechkin does when he's really playing well. Showed a lot of strength there.
Yeah, I told Tony Ovechkin got a hat trick. He said, well, that better be in the show. Ovechkin gets the first one in the shootout. Kuznetsov got the winner. The Caps come back, and they win 5-4 in a shootout. Fair to say Chicago has something to prove, Barry. 3 cups in 6 seasons, but one and done in the playoffs the last 2 seasons. Antti Niemi, he won a cup with Chicago, first Finnish goalie to win a cup. This is not a good start on his return.
Ooh, that's bad karma right there coming through with those big giant pads. And that's why the goalie's pads are too big. You can't even get out of the box.
Well, and it got worse for him, Barry. He gave up 4 goals in less than 3 minutes. Patrick Kane here.
Patrick Kane is fired up. People were wondering if he could score and get points when Panarin was traded to Columbus. I think he sent the message that I'm going to get a lot of points this year, and the guys playing with me, Hartman and Schmaltz, are going to get a lot of points also.
Did you just say Schmaltz?
You're killing me, Schmaltz.
Kane again, Barry.
What a pass this is. Curl, spinorama on the tape. Schmaltz just goes and throws it in the back of the net. Niemi says something's not good here. Things aren't working very well.
And how about Saad and Sharp? They were back. Saad got a hat trick and 10-1 your final. And my question, Barry, is you win the Stanley Cup and you go back-to-back nights to open the season? That doesn't seem fair.
It isn't fair, and I don't know why the mighty Pittsburgh Penguins would ever agree to this. And they're playing teams from the Central Division, the best division in hockey. You play St. Louis one night, and you get lucky to get a point. And the next night you play the mighty Blackhawks, who haven't played in 5 months. And they're all angry, and they want to get playing again because they got beat out in the first round. So, yeah, Pittsburgh has tough scheduling right there. But again, bottom line is throw that tape away tonight. You got a great team. It's not going to happen again. It was just one of those things that happens very, very rarely to good teams, but it did happen to Pittsburgh tonight. So throw the tape away, forget about it, and get ready for Game 3.
All right, more Barry Melrose. Don't throw the tape away later.
Don't throw that tape away now.
Indians manager Terry Francona says he thinks LeBron James will be rooting for Cleveland in its playoff series against the Yankees. But New York pitcher CC Sabathia says he knows that James is a Yankees fan, but says, I think he has to put on a front for the city, referencing Cleveland there. James was at the game Thursday night in Cleveland, wearing red, but no gear from either team. James should be back in action with his own team on Friday. Before his trip to the ballpark, he got in a full practice for the first time since he tweaked his left ankle last week. Cavaliers played the Pacers on Friday with some new faces getting acclimated.
All in all, just the ovation from the wine and gold game until yesterday, the first preseason game. It was great. You know, I'm still getting used to it. I'm sure everybody in Cleveland and around the basketball world is getting used to it, but it definitely, my teammates and everyone definitely made me feel comfortable in that moment.
It's the best team I ever played on. Just the most space I ever seen on the floor ever since I came into the league. It looked like I'm going to be playing without a lot of double teams. This will be my first time experiencing that, so like I said, I'll be able to tell you how that goes or what I see, but we only played one game, so I just see that as a lot of space.
Eventually, Isaiah Thomas will be a part of the Cavaliers' new look as well. They don't know when he'll be back. They just know it won't be for a while. They don't have a timetable for his return, but he is back on the court doing some light work at the Cavaliers facility, still recovering from that hip injury from last season.
We have a timetable for our return. It's right after the break. And it'll be time for top plays. Dan and Neil's top plays. SportsCenter. From Los Angeles.
Blue Moon is a well-crafted Belgian-style wheat beer brewed with Valencia orange peel for a refreshing taste that shines brighter. Blue Moon.
Right now at Burger King, get 2 cheeseburgers, fries, and a drink for just $3.49. That's 2 flame-grilled cheeseburgers, fries, and a drink for just $3.49. It's a big deal on an even bigger meal, only at Burger King.
When you see beautiful design, do beautiful work, you see what Delta can do.
As King Midas, I expect things to last a long time. And so should you.
Midas has a lifetime guarantee on these parts.
That's right. On things like struts, brakes, shocks, all kinds of automobile parts. Guaranteed for life.
Does he turn everything to gold?
Not everything. Luckily, he's not a dog person.
Always a touch better means limited lifetime guarantees on every brake job. Now get $100 back on a 2-axle brake service with your Midas credit card.
For no one. So we refuse to wait for anyone. We're not just pilots and engineers. We are pioneers. Today, battles are waged in nanoseconds. Planes are piloted from the other side of the world. We turn night into day and fly missions in space. The future's not coming. It's already here. This is the future. Join us and be the future.
This is Google Home Mini. It's got the Google Assistant in it, so it's super helpful. Watch this. Hey Google, good morning.
Good morning, Claire. It's 72 and sunny. Don't forget to wear some sunscreen.
Oh, that's nice. It'll also read you the news, look up traffic, and tell you.
Your first meeting is at 9 a.m.
And you know how sometimes you're in bed and you can't get out of it until you hear that one song that...
Okay, playing your Get Out of Bed playlist.
Yeah, it can do that too. It's Google Home Mini and the rest of the Google Home family.
All right, who's ready for some ice cream? It's our post-game ritual.
Honey, he's had a long day.
Yeah. William got ice cream. Ice cream. Who's ready for the post-game ice cream? Dad?
Honey, he's had a long day.
What we're gonna have you do is each have a bite of 2 different burgers. One is flame grilled, the other one is fried on the flat top.
Definitely flame grilled.
Yeah. So much better. What you're saying is that we should destroy this flat top.
Get 2 flame grilled Whopper sandwiches for just $6, only at Burger King.
Lionel Messi, one of soccer's biggest stars worldwide, I don't have to tell you that if you follow the game. He might not make it to the World Cup because Argentina might not make it to the World Cup. Messi, no goals in his previous 2 qualifying matches. Argentina taking on Peru, picked us up 38th minute. Messi outside the box and he can't find the net. Another look, that close to putting Argentina on top. Argentina started the day in 4th place in South American qualifying and still not getting anything done. Dario Benedetto misses, Messi off the rebound, not able to finish. Missed opportunities all over for Messi and Argentina. Draw, 0-0 with Peru. So Argentina will take on Ecuador Tuesday in its final qualifier. They dropped to 6th place in their standings. Currently on the outside looking in, they must win at Ecuador to secure at least 5th place and a playoff spot to potentially get into the World Cup. According to ESPN Soccer Power Index, which knows all, they have a 46.5% chance to get into the World Cup. U.S. knows what they're dealing with. Road to Russia marches on for them as well. It's a virtual must-win for the U.S. against Panama at Orlando City Stadium. U.S. in 4th place, 1 point behind Panama with only the top 3 going through. Coverage begins Friday, 7 Eastern on ESPN2, also streaming live on the ESPN app.
Well, no doubt Barry Melrose is the real deal, but Barry, who are we going to give a Chipotle Burrito Bowl to on Thursday?
I think the Boston Bruins. They're playing a bunch of kids. They got a bunch of older guys injured. Bergeron didn't play. Backes didn't play. They got guys that you've never heard of before in the lineup, and they played a heck of a game. Showed a lot of people that we're for real.
Yeah, well, they're going to have to give family meals for this one because that was Louis DeBrusque, his son Jake, first-round pick 2015. And you never forget your first, Barry.
You know, Louis DeBrusque was tough. He would have ate you up and spit you out when he was playing. Look at the arms on him. Those are legs in a lot of states. And right here, his son goes in, Jake, and scores a beautiful goal. Was a first-round pick. I think he's going to score a lot for the Boston Bruins. He's crying. Daddy's crying.
Yeah.
Big, tough guy.
Hey, Barry, there's a lot of guys that can pick me up and chew me up and spit me out. Okay, Charlie McAvoy, another young fella, and his parents were there.
Yeah, Tin Cup right there, comes right down the slot, gets a nice pass. He's got a great wrist shot. I think this kid is going to win the Rookie of the Year. I think he's fantastic. Look at the poise he shows right here. Actually steals it from a teammate, takes it right off his tape. That's a good thing. A defenseman should always get the shot from the slot. And you see, whatever that team is fast tonight. The Bruins are flying. This team is great. They're going to be a fun team to watch all year for the Boston Bruins fans.
Yeah, Barry Melrose, the real deal. Cool as a little.
Thanks, Neil. Take care.
Real Deal is brought to you by Chipotle, as real as it gets.
So Detroit opened its new rink Thursday, and Dave Strader was going to call it for the Red Wings, and he was the natural choice given his history. They were the national broadcast. The cancer plays no favorites. Dave died last week of cancer. They called the man the Voice.
Yep. And when you're a broadcaster, they call you the Voice. He does the thing. 62 years old.
Red Wings highlights some top plays with Dave Strader.
We just got to take it one game at a time. Next question.
Can you repeat everything you just said?
My live stream will load.
Technical foul.
Wrong sport.
Wrong network. See, you need unlimited on Verizon. It's America's largest, most reliable 4G LTE network. They won't let you down in places like this, even in the strike zone.
It's the red zone.
Pretty sure it's the strike zone. Here, use mine. All right, see you on the court, Tina. Heads up.
When it really, really matters, you need the best network and the best unlimited. Plans now start at $40 per line for 4 lines.
Fall into winter sale at your locally owned True Value. Troy-built single-stage gas snow thrower, $3.99. Pool & Pro gas blower vac, $129. DeWalt combo kit, $179. Behind every project is a True Value.
We are the early risers, the DIYers. We are determined, crazy, loyal, proud. We are brewed for this. America runs on Duncan.
Hi, Phil Swift here. This storm season, get the entire family of Flex Seal products. Flex Seal creates a super strong barrier that seals out the elements. It's liquid rubber in a can. And with Flex Seal liquid, you can brush, roll, dip, or pour. With Flex Shot, you can coat, bond, and seal virtually everything. Flex Tape is the super strong waterproof tape that can patch, bond, seal, and repair. Make the Flex Seal family part of your storm preparation kit.
Where's Garrett?
Save money on motorcycle insurance with Geico. Going up the country. Later, Gary.
I have a motorcycle. Wonderful.
Geico Motorcycle. Great rates for great rides.
Captain Leland Gallo, Warrant Officer Nora Madonna. I have the honor of presenting you both the Distinguished Flying Cross. RPG for valor.
Valor. Series premiered this week on the CW.
Devil
closing the street.
Mr. Hennessy, tell me the names of the bombers. I work for the government, not terrorists. Lie. You used to work for them. Problem? He's trained. Maybe special forces. Tell me who killed my child. I have no idea who you're dealing with. Do you?
Somebody say a prayer for The Foreigner, rated R.
I could tell right away ZipRecruiter was going to make hiring a lot easier.
Go to ZipRecruiter.com and post to over 100 job boards with one click. Then easily select the best candidates from one list. Try it for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/world.
I was on heroin. I used crack cocaine. We are the Addiction Network. And if you have a problem with drugs or alcohol, you need to call the number on your screen now.
Call 800-830-1536. Real people steal people. Professionals demand dependability on the job. Homeowners expect long-lasting value. And servicing steel dealers provide friendly, knowledgeable support. Right now, pick your power, fuel, or battery, and get a great value on a steel blower, starting at just $129.95. Get yours now, only at your local steel dealer. Visit steeldealer.com or search STIHL.
Coming up this week on Sunday NFL Countdown. One-on-one with Peyton Manning as he returns to Indianapolis to have his number retired.
I remember that year we did 20 touchdowns against the NFC North. Vince Lombardi be rolling his grave right now. They're the black and blue division. Gave up 20 touchdowns.
And
you see all the things I accomplished, and it's a lot of it. And the list it's a long list, and they want to talk about the little negatives I have and bring somebody else up. That's like a slap in the face, to be honest.
Sunday NFL Countdown, 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN.
All right, this comes from the file of things that Stan and I are not even remotely interested in ever trying. But we can't begrudge Travis Pastrana because this is what he does.
This is in London. Barge-to-barge backflip in front of the O2 Arena. Now, the last guy to try that, Mike Metzger,
the Godfather,
broke his back. And Pastrana says, hey, no problem, I'll do it. Yeah. And he did it. And it looks like his back is okay.
He made a top play, and that leads us to top plays for Thursday. And while we wait for video of Jeff Portnoy's dog, Bruce, named after Bruce Springsteen, here's Dirk Nowitzki, dog named after Dirk, Swish, meets his namesake, Dirk Swish Nowitzki. So that's Dirk's dog, that's Swish Nowitzki's dog, Swish. Swish, you could even hear Dirk say it.
Yeah.
Take that with you!
Yes! World Cup qualifier, England and Slovenia there at stoppage time. Harry Kane says, you can't stop this. Clutch goal for get in there, my son. I was in London last week.
There you go, Market 8 dude. How about this little dudess? Katie Hawley, 17. She's being introduced with the team, the 21st Duck on opening night. She's battling cancer for the 3rd time. You're inspiring us, Katie.
Good job, Katie.
Yep.
Number 7, Yankees and Indians. Chase Headley. It's not about him. It's about Jason Kipnis. Wow. Indians, stellar defensively and pitching-wise behind Trevor Bauer. They win at 4-0. Take the early lead on the Yankees.
More on the most inspirational file. Brian Bickle, MS, retired Wednesday.
No, it was tough. I know at times where, I didn't know if I could do this. Didn't know I was going to play a year.
So he's diagnosed with MS last November, and then on Thursday, after announcing his retirement, he signs a one-day deal, and he skates one last shift. Standing ovation to Big Bickle. Awesome.
Number 5, Safeway Open PGA Tour. After that long off season, they're right back to work. 3rd shot of the par 5 18th for Michael Kim. The Kimmer. Oh, yeah. Eagle. Won't need his putter. 2-1.
The World Cup qualifier, Armenia against Poland. And on my World Cup Fantasy League team, Polish Fantasy League team, I have Robert Lewandowski, who went Ovechkin, 3 goals in Poland's 6-1 win.
Head to Blackhawks, number 3, Patrick Kane. Spinning and winning with a pass to Nick Schmaltz for the goal. Kane, look at that stick handling. Woo! Barry talking about his hands, right?
Yeah. What he calls it Denny Savard-esque.
Blackhawks win 10-1. 10-1.
You mentioned Dave Schrader was going to call this game, so they opened the new Red Wings. The Joe's not there anymore. This is a new one, and this is Anthony Mantha. He's not 40, but he's a Mantha. He got the first goal, and that's after Nyquist earlier thought he had the first goal, but Dubnyk actually Minnesota scored a couple goals that were ruled ineligible, and the Red Wings got the win at Michiganiak Mac. Happy.
Number 1, NC State and Louisville. Ryan Finley throwing it up. Stephen Lewis bringing it down. Good hands and good feet there, and the Wolfpack wins.
Thanks to Pizza Hut's $7.99 large pizza deal, it's never been easier to bring everyone to the table. Get an oven-hot large pizza with 2 of your favorite toppings for just $7.99. It's the best pizza delivery deal out there, because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hey, what can you tell me about your new Social Security alerts? Oh, we'll alert you if we find your Social Security number on any one of thousands of risky sites, so you'll be in the know. Ooh, sushi. Oh, being in the know is a good thing.
Sign up online for free. Discover Social Security alerts.
Every time 4 o'clock is close enough to 5, the Corona gets its line. Every time vacation mode doesn't need to wait for a vacation day, the Corona gets its line. Every time the band goes on, and every time you take it all in. Or every time you say, wow, a Corona gets its lime. And every time you take those off, and you decide it's time to turn off, a Corona gets its lime.
Think you've seen it all? Well, you wait and see.
Jack.
That was no part of the plan.
Complete your collection on Blu-ray and digital today.
Spring may seem like a long way away, not for your yard. So feed or seed your lawn now with some of the good stuff at the Home Depot to get that beautiful yard you want next spring. Save up to 20% on Scott's Turf Builder grass seed, only at the Home Depot.
Today we're going to talk about trucks. Which of these truck brands do you think offers best-in-class HD horsepower and the most capable off-road mid-size pickup?
Little Ram, I would put it at Ford.
Let's find out. That's right. It's Chevy.
They look amazing.
Wow. It's killing it.
Yeah, definitely.
Trade up to this light-duty Silverado All-Star and get a total value of over $11,200. Or during Truck Month, get 0% financing for 72 months on our most popular Chevy trucks. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Are you a lab guy or something?
I'm a surgeon. I'm Dr. Sean Murphy. Yes, he has autism.
What are you looking for? What do you see?
You're on organ pickup. Clock starts ticking now.
We need to operate right here.
This is better than having a baby in my car.
I swear I live.
The Good Doctor. All new Monday, 10/9 Central on ABC.
If you're one of the millions who suffer from lower back pain, you need Be Active, the revolutionary new pressure system that quickly helps ease discomfort in your lower back, buttocks, and legs. Watch, slip on Be Active and tighten the strap. You'll quickly begin experiencing relief. Look, back pain often radiates from the lower back to your lower extremities, but apply Be Active to the point of the lower calf muscle to quickly relieve pain. The secret is the pressure point pad that gently compresses, alleviating pain to the sciatic nerve and lower back for quick relief.
The Active provides firm pressure behind the knee on a specific pressure point, which can help relieve the pain and suffering from sciatica.
Now, get Be Active for $19.99. Call now and double the offer free. Just pay separate processing and handling. If you don't like it, send it back and owe nothing. You get it all for $19.99. Call now.
To order, call 1-800-901-7431. That's 1-800-901-7431. Or go online at beactiverace.com. Call or click today.
Grab me if you picked the wrong.
College Game Day, built by the Home Depot, live from Fort Worth, Saturday at 9 a.m. on ESPN.
Matt Sporey goes to TCU. That's Uncle Bill's grandson.
What's up, Uncle Bill?
He's been camped out for like a week, so he could be there. Hey, Saturday, the Big House, Michigan State, Michigan, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on ABC.
And where are you going to be?
I'm going to be at the Nissan Heisman House. Going to be in Gainesville, Florida, LSU, talking with Danny Werfel, Steve Spurrier. So where are you going to be?
I'm going to be right here. Linda Cole's going to join me for Sportcenter. Got highlights from the Friday night college football matchups, including Boise State and BYU on ESPN. We got 4 Division Series baseball games, everything. You don't want to miss Sportcenter Friday night after college football.
Yeah, man, I'm going to be on that plane. I got to figure out how to work that app.
I'll teach you.
Okay.
Kyle Bambard will kick it deep to Louisville. The Cardinals will have the ball first. And it's Seth Dawkins around the 5-yard line for the kick return. Dawkins broke 1 tackle, not a second, not a third. Good coverage for the Wolfpack, and we will get our first look tonight at number 8, the Heisman Trophy winner, youngest guy ever to win the award, Lamar Jackson, who both Tim and Matt described as maybe the most exciting player, regardless of position in college football. Hard to argue that. A kid from the Miami area. His first FBS win as a starter actually came against NC State. Both times he's faced the Wolfpack, he has played really well. Heisman Trophy winner from last year and playing at a very high level here in 2017. So the first play from scrimmage, Jackson will hand the ball off in a straight ahead run for a nice first down gain for the Cardinals. And I do think Louisville is going to lean on that run game a little bit, perhaps to get pass rush off of Jackson, try to establish something on the ground. Reggie Bonifant got the first carry of the night. There will be times when Louisville goes quicker tempo, being pretty deliberate. First time they have the ball. Jackson almost lost it. Did not fumble, but he goes down. And there is number 9, Bradley Chubb with the sack.
Well, that's Bradley Chubb with the sack, but really this is coverage here. I think he's got enough time to get the ball off. Nobody was open. We've got a great vantage point from it up here in the box. That's a coverage sack all the way.
Here's the other thing. They're backed up near the student section, and that place is going crazy right now, certainly contributing for that defensive line.
Yeah, I think it's been a long time since it's been this loud here in this stadium. Play clock winding down. They get the ball snapped. Jackson pressured immediately. On the run, he completes the pass, but it's short of the first down. Des Fitzpatrick comes up with a catch. But fourth down, presumably Louisville's going to punt it away.
Well, when you get free shots at the quarterback, you cannot lose containment. And we've seen time and time again where this quarterback makes huge plays when there's unblocked guys.
That time he made a play, but not big enough. 4th and 2. So a 3 and out for Louisville's offense. NC State with the punt return team out there. Naheem Hines, who is a very dangerous returner, the starting running back. Mason King, sophomore punter, a flag thrown. And who knows, maybe even the noise impacting the punt team.
Not maybe. This is a loud crowd. And like you mentioned, everybody in Raleigh right now is fired up for this game. Being around town, everywhere you go, tonight is the night they've been waiting for a very long time.
Shades of the 12th man maybe here in Raleigh.
Let's not get carried away.
It's hard to get that loud. So now King, pressure comes. He gets the punt away. That could be returnable for Hines, who bobbles it. And the ball is loose, scooped up along the sideline. And Naheem got some help from a teammate to avoid the turnover. Maurice Troel, a nice play to keep possession for Ryan Finley and the Wolfpack offense. Finley, a little bit under the radar, played football and basketball from the Phoenix area, began his college career at Boise State, highly regarded high school quarterback. Went to Boise State, got hurt, lost his starting job, transferred here to NC State. He's got 3 years of eligibility with the Wolfpack. This is his second year with NC State. 257 pass attempts, and that is an active streak without an interception. He has been really good this year for the Wolfpack.
Well, don't jinx him. The first play last time against Louisville was a pick 6.
And so he's going to try to do a little bit better than that as NC State has the ball for the first time. A balanced offense for North Carolina State. Hines, who fumbled the punt return, covered by his teammate with the first carry of the night.
Well, another thing that NC State would like to do is they would like to have a long, sustained drive and keep Louisville and that offense off the field.
They do go quickly with the tempo, but they're not a team that takes a ton of shots downfield. Get to the line quickly and then allow Finley to make an adjustment to the call. Jacoby Myers went in motion there. It's 2nd and 5 and a play fake. On the rollout, nice delivery, a little bit low, but scooped up for the catch, and the NC State first down, Kelvin Harmon. And we'll see. Harmon's trying to get to the line quickly. I don't think he caught that one.
Well, better hurry up and run a play.
Let's see if they can get to the line and get the ball snapped. And they do not. So that one's going to be coming back.
That one is going to be coming back.
Tom Zamorski is our replay official here tonight, part of this ACC crew. And our first review of this game. Another look just to confirm what we saw first. I think this hits the turf, doesn't it?
It does, and he has Harmon. It really should be an easy throw. Eli Drinkwitz, the offensive coordinator, is trying to get an easy throw. Play action, move the pocket play. And when you do that, you're staring right at your receiver with no underneath coverage. Really should be pitch and catch. One he probably wants back already.
So they will have to get organized with where the chains go back, what will be the down and distance, but I think that'll be an easy overturn. Ruling on the field pass complete, but that one should be coming back.
Well, you mentioned the play action. This is something that Ryan Finley has done a great job of this season. His completion percentage on play action is elite. I mean, we talked to Coach Dave Dorn before the game. He said, hey, this quarterback, he's elite smart. I think he's elite at play action as well.
All right, let's get the confirmation here.
After review, replay has determined that the receiver did not complete the process of the catch. By rule, that's an incomplete pass. We'll have 3rd down and 6. The ball will be placed in the middle of the field. The clock will start on the snap.
Well, we all knew it, but that does change the calculus here for Dave Dorn and his offense. After the defense came up with a 3 and out, now his offense facing a 3rd and a long 5. This defense this year has been good, not great. And we saw that highly anticipated matchup in Louisville against Clemson where the defense really got burned.
Really for this NC State offense, the guy that they love getting the football to is Jalen Samuels. You know, they move him around, they use him a bunch of different ways, and so I would think the first 3rd down opportunity you have, he has to be a big part of the plan here.
It's kind of always the default for this offense. If there's any question, let's find number 1.
J-Sam time is what they call it here.
They do. They call it that, and he is one of the top receivers in the country. He's really kind of an H-back receiver, running back hybrid.
It was really fascinating talking to these guys yesterday. J-Sam, he goes to tight end meetings, plays running back, runs a lot of wide receiver routes. He really does it all for him. He's the kind of guy you definitely want on your football team.
Hometown kind of kid. Charlotte's a couple hours away, but a very good high school player. Same issue in high school. Nobody knew exactly where he was going to play. NC State took him and has played him everywhere. He's one of the best players in the country. 3rd and 5 after the replay overturn. Finley, with time in the pocket, completes the pass with the big hit, and guess who? Not number 1, number 11, who is emerging as a big play guy on the outside, Jacoby Myers.
Well, I really like that 3rd down concept. For these guys to win, they got to convert on 3rd down. 3rd and 5 or less is manageable, in my opinion.
9-yard gain on 3rd and 5, 1st and 10 Wolfpack. Up to the 40. We'll bring Jalen Samuels in the backfield, kind of a pistol-type formation. Time on that play clock, and they will hand the ball off to Samuels. Traditional running back look for a nice first down gain.
And they brought the corner blitz there. They started in an empty formation with no threat of the run. Like you said, Dave, they brought the running back into the pistol formation. Now it's a threat of a run, and they're going to bring the corner blitz to stop it.
That's a good job by that offensive line. When you bring the corner, you have an extra defender in there. They sorted it out. Good job by the guys up front.
And that has been a theme for NC State. Their defensive line gets all the credit. The offensive line has been playing at a very high level.
Well, they're heating them up again. They've got the blitz up top.
And got to the corner for a first down and more with Samuels.
Listen, this is a great decision by the quarterback. It's a run-pass option. He's got the ability to hand the football off, but if he gets pressure off the corner, which he does there, you just throw the bubble screen. It's an easy pickup, basically an extension of their run game.
Stephon Lewis maybe.